Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He'll get that to the rookie from Minnesota, Rashad Bateman. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
It's a first down and more for Dobbins. Runs over him. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line.
Let's go.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play action now. Cousins. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
2nd and 5.
One.
And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Oh, that's a very good run there by Najee Harris, who can take it inside. He can get to the perimeter. He can do it all with his build and his speed. This is a guy coming out of Alabama who did everything for the Crimson Tide. That's why Pittsburgh took him in the first round. Last in the league in rushing as a team last year were the Steelers. They're expecting Harris to kickstart their running game.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Odafe Oweh racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Cousins throw complete there to Johnson. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. So, Charles, defensively here, you're going up against a veteran quarterback. He's got a lot of know-how, a ton of savvy, but a guy who's not the most mobile of quarterbacks. What's the plan of attack?
You spend all week pumping up your defensive front. Your defensive tackles, your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys who go after the quarterback the most, because you know that he's not going to run and beat you consistently throughout the game. You can rush more aggressively off the edge and even up the middle, because even if he evades you, he's not going to go very far. You have a lot more confidence going after him in the pocket.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Cousins now. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. On fourth down, the rookie Presley Harvin on to punt for the Steelers, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience is early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
From the 25 on second down, Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
At the Steelers' 5-yard line.
So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up first and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Here's Jackson. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw, Cousins. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago. Their second straight victory.
But they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jackson back into his end zone. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
Ravens 21, Steelers nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. It's brought in by Harris. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He's going to air one out. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On 1st down, Harris. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Flush to his right.
Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Play action. It's Jackson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They go play action now. Jackson. Now he'll escape to his right.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked up by Cameron Sutton.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 33. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll run on first down. It's Harris, and he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. 2nd and 9. Now Cousins. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. There he goes left side.
All you got to do is look and learn.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march for the chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Justin Tucker, the kickoff for Baltimore.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position of throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Throwing is Cousins. Right side, Claypool's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. A run with Harris out of the shotgun, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 27, Cousins. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Andrews. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Looking for Bateman, he's got him complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
Bulldozes past him and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself.
And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Steelers 6. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA.
Escapes the defender. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Steelers 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Let's go one more.
They go play action. Cousins. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Patrick Queen leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21.
Looking to throw.
Open man completes it to Claypool.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 31-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
97 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Hey, check back, Mike 6, Mike 6. Come to ball, one.
Now an end around as Cousins will just pop this forward.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play.
And the third interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to shoot.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. And that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And that's a second touchdown run of this game. And this one, add a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go. But how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now on 2nd and 13. Cousins.
Completion here to Claypool.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Forced, and time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Odafe Oweh.
He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.